So California has now launched a reparations task force to pay back Black Californians for the plight of slavery. The 9-member task force is working on drafting an apology to Black Californians and working on legislation that could include direct payments to those who are descendants of slaves. My question is, how does that make sense? There is no Black person living in America right now that is held back by some remnant of slavery. We have every single right, privilege, and opportunity that white people have in this country. We do not need reparation.
Those white people going to have to pay reparations as well, even though their ancestors fought for Black people to no longer be enslaved?
I don't know.
What are the logistics behind this? Because right now I'm just hearing, oh, we need to pay Black people because they're oppressed.
I know. It makes no sense. I mean, there's a network in this country called Black Entertainment TV?
Television.
Television?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Black Entertainment Television. And you're saying that you're so oppressed? You're a billionaire. You have a network that has the word black in it describing your skin color, and you make all this money, make tons of movies, and you're saying that you're so oppressed in this country.
You're also currently putting out a movie that is clearly racist towards white people, yet you're the oppressed demographic.
Exactly. You are not oppressed. There are things that have happened in this country that are putting Black people in a position that makes them worse off. You have welfare checks, you have fatherlessness, all these different problems that are very prevalent in the Black community that we need to fix. But a lot of these problems are because of government intervention, government getting involved in these people's families and taking the role of father instead of actual fathers. So there are a lot of problems to fix, but just throwing money at a problem saying reparations doesn't do anything to actually fix this stuff.
And the foundation of it, again, like we talk about on this program time and time and time again, is the fact that they dislike America and that they hate America and that they are not patriots and that they do not truly support the country and the nation of which they live in. They've built their wealth in. They've built all of their success. The nation of which gives them the right to espouse these things and to say that they want reparations. You have that free speech. You have that right here in America because we have given it to you.
It was 160 years ago slavery ended.
Right.
I mean, how long? Could we go another 200 years without giving reparations? And if we were in the exact same position, would they still say that we have to pay for it? I mean, when is the deadline? When does it pay off? When could we not have reparations? It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense.
Yeah. Slavery is the crutch that the left will always lean on for as long as they possibly can. It does not matter if you do reparative justice or if you pay them reparations. They will always lean on the crutch of slavery and Jim Crow and the civil rights movement because that is what furthers their agenda.
Again, no.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's pass it to Alexis, then we'll pass it back to you, RP. Let's pass it to
Wait, can I speak after RP?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, Alexis, then pass it to RP. Go to Alexis. Unmute yourself.
Hey, I'm just can you hear me good?
Yeah, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I just wanted to respond to the two ladies on the panel. Like, do you ever get tired of complaining about the things that we've gone through? And like, are you really trying to find a solution for yourself or your family or your community so that you don't have to complain about these things?
Okay, so before I answer that, I want to ask you a question.
And then I want to answer
my question first?
No, I will ask you a question because I need context to answer your question. What did you interpret about what we said was a complaint and why?
It's pretty much like I hear the same thing from different people with this whole situation about the rundown of everything that we've gone through. Like, we all, like, I understand how like African people that move to the United States, they don't know everything, but it just seems like it's a lot of trauma bonding that much of the older generation does to find an excuse to be content with living in the United States and not really having any solutions. Like, you just come on.
No one said they were content.
Right. Which one of us said we were content?
And then I have a question too before you elaborate. Since you asked us a question, I believe you asked me and RP a question, and I have a question for context. Are you a foundational Black American? Like, were you born here?
I'm African American. I don't claim those abbreviations of.
So were your parents born in America? Were your parents born in America?
African American? Yes.
What is? Yeah, I'll jump in. I wholeheartedly agree with Alexis, right? No disrespect to those two older women. I'm sure they're much older than me. No disrespect to them. But the first problem facing I'm not gonna say facing the black community, but first it's the degeneracy, it's the crime, it's the behavior. And the second biggest problem that no one wants to talk about is the excuses that we come up for the degeneracy, the behavior, and the crime. It's always, oh, well, we were here 500 years ago. This is all white supremacy. And we always find a way to root it back to white supremacy instead of taking accountability and say, all right, maybe people when they're 16, 17-year-olds shouldn't be having kids, especially when they ain't got no money. Maybe we should not throw trash in our streets. Maybe we shouldn't be killing people over fries that's too cold and too much mayonnaise on our sandwiches. And I understand what they're saying in the historical context, yes, but you also have to understand in history, groups of people have gone through unspoken things. It can't be an excuse for this degenerate behavior. 1,000 years from now, no one's gonna care where black people came from. If we're still in the same state, no one's gonna care. No one's gonna make excuses for it. So yes, we have the white supremacy excuse for now, but as time goes on, no one's going to care.
Why? That's all you motherfuckers do is cry, bro. That's all they do on fucking Twitter. Well, I'm really black because my parents were here in 1945 and they know Martin Luther King. Shut the fuck up. That's why foreigners come to this country and laugh at you niggas, bro. Real talk. Chinese people come to this fucking country. You know what they do? They open up a fucking Chinese food spot in the hood. The Indian people, they go open up a convenience store in the hood. The Arabs, they come into the United States. They go put a fucking liquor store in the hood, and them niggas can't even drink. They laughing at you, stupid fucks. Because you guys come into the store. Oh, hey son, let me get a pack of Hennessy. Yo, I only got 20 on me right now, bro. I know it's 50, but yo, do it. Hook a brother up. No, come back again with the money. They laugh at you niggas because you guys were born here with the opportunity, and they're making a killing off you stupid fucks because you guys speak English, born here, raised here, U.S. citizenship, and you're still a fucking loser. Going into a foreign nigga store, buying the fucking alcohol, crying and complaining about why you're not where you want to be, but you're drunk all the time off of fucking Hennessy. That's the truth in the black community. That's the fucking truth. You choose to be a fucking loser.
How do I say this respectfully? I'm not your people. You're not my people. I don't roll like that. Just because we have the same skin color doesn't mean that you're my people or vice versa. And this is something that I've seen as an immigrant who has been living in the United States of America for more than a decade now. This past couple of years, people like you see me and automatically assume that I'm a slave descendant, my ancestors are slaves, and then they expect us to think the same way, act the same way, or believe in the same things. And if we don't, we're crazy, or we're called all the racial stuff in the book, which is for another day. But first and foremost, my ancestors were not slaves. Secondly,
Benny, you fled from Ethiopia to come here and you're very disrespectful, Benny. Why are you so disrespectful to foundational Black Americans, ma'am? Go ahead, Benny.
First of all, I don't give a shit about whatever bullshit.
Watch your little potty mouth, ma'am. Watch your little potty mouth. You got a stinky mouth. Your mouth is stinky just like your underarms. So let's try it again. Why do you have so much disdain for foundational Black Americans, ma'am?
I don't give a shit about whatever bullshit you guys have. ADOS didn't work out for you guys, so you turn your name to fucking...
Okay, ma'am, watch your potty mouth. Your mouth is filthy just like your homeland, ma'am. And that's why you fled. Please don't bring your filth over here, ma'am. You're very disrespectful after everything foundational Black Americans have done for you. All right, let's try it again. Ma'am, do you have anything to say? I don't want
I have
you
a question. I have a question, Tyreek.
Ma'am.
Respectfully answer my question.
Okay, I will. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Can you explain your language? We have a country, we have a language,
Right.
we have clothing, the foods we eat. Do you have those? Can you name it?
What food do you eat? Hyena meat and injera.
No, that's not even our culture. See, you're mixing up a culture. You know,
what's your food,
that's
dear?
how I know Black
What's your
Americans are
food, dear?
uneducated. You guys don't even know Africans'
your
culture.
Food? What's your food?
I don't need to tell you,
Tell me your
Injera.
food.
You want me to speak my language?
What?
Amarinha. I speak Amarinha. You can't even. You had to make up a new language for you to speak.
No, I did
you
not.
had to.
No, I did, ma'am. I was speaking Tutnese, but
I said what I said because when we have these discussions and point out the issues within our own community, there's always like a few older people in our community that has to do the rundown and the sad story and the traumas that we've gone through instead of creating the solution on the panel. It's just really like redundant, and it's like a
I
broken
gotta get on
record.
this
Like
shit.
nobody wants to hear the first events of why we're here in America and our issues and I don't have enough money, all this other stuff. Like I'm just really tired of the broken record of everything that we've gone through instead of working on progressive conversations of what can be the solution instead of telling African people you don't know what we've gone through. Like just be more progressive and stop bringing up everything that we've gone through and why we're so degenerate. Let's focus on how to stop being degenerate. That's it.
In a while. Yep. Oh, thanks, Kareem. Question for you about this report out of California on reparations. I was wondering if the president has seen it and if he would use it to guide any sort of executive action. This report out of California on reparations. I was wondering if the president has seen it and if he would use it to guide any sort of executive action, since I think the last thing he did on reparations was say that he supported the study that Congress is essentially pointing
So
to.
his stance on reparations and supporting the study hasn't changed. I have not seen the California report, but his personal, his stance, policy stance has not changed on reparations.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Well, I saw that video. I saw that fucking video. And I listened to the bullshit, and then I went over and, stuck my nose around there. And, fuck it, man. I got so much shit backed up. But I gotta say this, to you fuckers that feel that way, whatever, fuck your opinion and all that bullshit. So you guys that feel that way, if you're in this country, I don't want to hear shit, okay? I don't want to hear shit from any of you non-foundational naysayers or whatnot. I don't want to hear your fucking opinion on shit that goes on over here, okay? You just, it's like you peeking in our window and shit, If you can't explain to me why you're in this country and make fucking sense and shit, make me believe that you're not over here because your situation in your own home country wasn't fucked up. I don't have shit to say to you. Okay? All I can advocate for is that we identify you people, okay? Identify you non-foundational people who have this attitude. For reference. Just keep an eye on you guys. Make sure you stay out of public office, shit like that. Just moderate you. If you have shitty attitude and all that crap, make sure we don't support you in any way. I want to be honest. I don't want to go to Africa. Okay, I don't want to go and live there. All right, I want to take care of my shit here in my own fucking country. That's how we're wired. I'm not gonna explain my situation to you. I don't care what you think about crime or any of that bullshit. I don't care what you think about it, okay? I'm not going to point no fingers in this commentary or nothing. I'm just going to tell you that if you're talking shit and you're actually in the border of the United States of America, 3Ks is it. If you're here, your opinion does not fucking matter to me. Your bullshit does not matter. The reason that I even saw the fucking commentary was because Bunker TV did an episode on it. All right? I'm not going to buy into that. Anybody that buys into this go to Africa bullshit, outside of tourism, going there living over there and shit, that's on you. You can do what you want. I don't fucking pocket watch nobody, but I'm not gonna put money in somebody's pocket who's talking shit as being like a agent over here. Don't put money in agents' pockets. Don't financially support them and shit. Just explain that. I don't want to hear shit about crime when a ton of motherfuckers from over there in the diaspora and shit be running scams 24/7, all kind of shit up and down and shit. Just got the most fucked up attitudes and shit. You keep that energy and shit, but if you're in this country, I ain't got nothing for you, man. Okay? I don't want to hear the shit you have to say. Like, damn, I'm just tired of you motherfuckers, okay? And this is independent of any Tariq Nasheed bullshit, okay? This is independent. This is just how I fucking feel. I'm a Generation Xer, man. I've been this bitch since I was born and shit, okay? I know you people, okay? I know you people. No, we open our communities to you motherfuckers. You came here with your nose up on your ass, knowing back home you didn't have a pot to piss in. You don't even have an adequate, plumbing and shit over there. Whatever. You got some cities. You got some nice cities. But are you a superpower? Why isn't Africa a superpower? Okay? Explain that to me. Why doesn't Africa have an adequate, united army and shit, a common language? Why do a lot of you motherfuckers speak in English and shit? British English. You don't talk about shit over here. I don't want to hear about crime and nothing. I'm gonna fucking argue with you. I'm not gonna make a bunch of videos about you guys being dicks, male and female. I'm not gonna make nothing about that, man. If I come across you in person and you talking outside your neck, just remember I'm from the South Side. All right, you see my fucking logo, so you walk real careful and shit. You better learn how to walk with no fucking weight, bitch. You better walk on the eggshell and that shit don't crack around me. I don't want to hear that shit. I've had enough. I have history on my fucking side. So, like, if you're in this goddamn country, you explain your presence. Why are you here?
Well, let me tell you something. I am a Greek, and I don't play that. Now, I'll deal with Half Pint, after which you and me are gonna come to blows.
So what, you wanna rock and roll right now,
Hey, look, I'm
Pops?
here.
Julian, forget him. He's not worth it.
What's with the bodyguard, man?
You talk more shit than a little bit. Back to Mother Africa. That's bullshit. Without question, we are all black Americans. You do not know a goddamn thing about Africa. I am from Detroit, Motown. So you can want Tootsie your monkey ass back to Africa if you want to.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.